Hello, welcome to Vignettes. I'm Mayank Chaya. One swallow does not make summer, nor does one fine day. That was Aristotle who said that. I was thinking of this rather extraordinary maxim this morning as I embark on what is essentially a vanity project. Before I do that, I would like to paraphrase Aristotle and say one song does not make a composer, nor do some fine lyrics. 7 years ago, purely on an impulse, while driving from Oak Brook near Chicago to my home in Naperville, a particular tune popped up in my mind. It was so spontaneous that I started humming it. And as I kept humming it, I thought it had some potential. So I pulled my car over and recorded that hook on my phone. Soon after reaching home, I started looking for some dummy words, and I thought of a couple of verses, and it went like that, the tune and the words. Tu bata de kya irade apne dil ki tu suna. Then it started churning in my mind that it could be about a young woman who is expressing her angst and aspiration as she chooses to disengage from either her beau or her husband. That's left unclear. And she wants to explore the world on her own. So the second part was rather easy for me to write the song in three antaras. So I quickly wrote the lyrics. I would like to recite one particular antara from that. यूं चली अब हवा इस तरह, यूं चली अब हवा इस तरह, खुशबुओं की फिजा बन गई, पाँव का इस तरह तीरना, तीरना means to glide, पाँव का इस तरह तीरना, ये ज़मी आसमां बन गई, फैल जाऊं धुंध सी में, अब यहाँ तो कल कहाँ. That was 7 years ago, and I would occasionally revisit that particular idea, but immediately file it away. And in the last year or so, things have begun to warm up. And we are now at a stage, and I'm happy to announce that perhaps next week or the week after, we are going to record that song in Mumbai, courtesy of a very dear friend and extraordinarily talented singer, Suparna Chakravarti. Suparna has been very, very good in terms of organizing not just a local talented composer and arranger, as well as a studio, and she's going to sing the song. I think in the next 2, 3, 4 days, we'll do a back and forth on Zoom between the three of us and decide the specifics of the song, its arrangements, the kind of instruments that I want. Most likely it's going to be all digitally produced because to save the costs. Fortunately, speaking of costs, I have found a friend in India who is willing to underwrite the costs because I have no way of underwriting it myself, and that partly explains the 7-year-long delay. Now that we are on the verge of recording it, I'm particularly excited because I think the song has promise now that I think about it. And fortunately, even Suparna seems to think so. So if 2 out of 3 think that, I think we perhaps have something interesting afoot. So stand by for that announcement. I think hopefully we intend coming out very soon, and we will premiere it on my Facebook timeline and perhaps even on YouTube. What is exciting for me particularly is that having done both the composition and the lyrics, I'm very fascinated by the idea of marrying the two. I was thinking of great lyricists of yore who would be given a tune and they would write to it. That seems to be the prevalent practice even now. In this case, it's a happy coincidence that I happened to compose it, and it wasn't that difficult for me to fit the lyrics, because writing is what I do for a living. Writing is the easiest part. In fact, the lyrics, the three antras that I told you about, took about perhaps 5 minutes to conceive and write, in another maybe 6-7 minutes because one had to write in Hindi. So a total of 10-12 minutes and the song is fully ready. So hopefully some of you would like what we have produced, which is going to be very soon, and stand by for my next announcement. Thank you. तू बता दे क्या इरादे अपने दिल की तू सुना